Hi, it's Dan Veal here once again, and you are watching Bass Gear Magazine. And today we are featuring the best of British. This is the absolutely stunning Overwater Progress Series 4 standard 5-string bass. Let's hear it. This Overwater Progress bass is absolutely stunning, as you can see. The body, we have this absolutely gorgeous figured maple top, and no expense is spared as the headstock has also got a matching facing too. Speaking of the headstock, we have 3 lightweight enclosed tuners on the bass side, and of course 2 on the treble side. Let's flip the bass over. I'm paying attention to the tilt back headstock, so no string tree to get in the way of tuning, or of course even inserting strings when we change them. Round the back we have a 3-piece quarter sawn neck, and it's super slim, and we've got this wonderful satin finish on it as well. So for those who don't like glossy necks and things feeling a little bit sticky, you're certainly not going to feel it on this particular instrument. And whilst we're here, we'll have a quick look at the back of the body. I'm going to come down and I'm switching over to my second cam here, and look at this grain. How insane. It is stunning. I love it. This is a medium weight swamp ash, and it feels nice and solid on my lap. Compartment for the 9-volt battery. We'll talk about the electronics later on. Just take a look at the carving of the back of the body and the cutaways for your body, and the cutaways for getting your hands up to the treble end of the bass neck. Let's flip the bass over and we'll have a look at the fretboard, the frets, and then we'll get on to listen to some of the tones available from this stunning instrument. Up at the headstock end, we've got a really tidy nut here, down onto our 24 fret neck. It is naked. We have no markers, so we can really enjoy this lovely piece of Indian rosewood. Close up, the grain looks absolutely wonderful. Flipping the bass forward, and I'm going to just switch to my other camera as well so you can see. We have dot markers so you can see where you are on a darkened stage. Moving down this 35-inch scale bass, I mentioned earlier this absolutely beautiful top, and I just want to bring attention to this really wonderful pinstripe that really sets off the outline of this instrument and really sets it apart from its peers. Not only does it look good, it sounds absolutely fantastic too. And I want to get on and have a listen to some of the sounds available on the Progress 4. Pickups and electronics come courtesy of Overwater, who have years of experience in producing noiseless, great sounding electronics. Switching to my second cam once again, we can have a look at the soap bars on board, and we have two Overwater SB5 dual coil units here. They are paired with a 3-band active EQ circuit with bass, middle and treble. We also have a pull switch for bright, master volume and a pan control, which I've got to say, there's so many basses that I've reviewed where the pan control gives you both pickups, one or the other, and then a millimeter either side of the notch where you get a slightly different tone. And as I will demonstrate in just a moment, finally we have a pairing of electronics and pickups where we can get those in-between tones. And this is really impressing me. Right, let's get on. Let's have a listen. In my introduction, I couldn't resist it. I went looking for that 60-40 blend on the blend pot to see if I could get the bridge pickup to bite through a little bit, but still retain the low end of the front pickup, which sometimes gets lost on other instruments. This is what it sounds like. A lovely biting but girthsome sound, the perfect blend which I've been looking for on quite a lot of basses. Of course we want to hear the 50-50 mix, so let's go and grab that blend control and compare so we can hear what both pickups sound like on at an equal amount. A weighty contender if I ever heard one. Absolutely brilliant. It sounds really solid in my studio. And of course you're listening to this on decent earphones or you're listening to it on big monitor speakers. You're not going to get the full effect if you're listening on a mobile device speaker or those tiny little tinny laptop speakers. You need to hear this instrument. It sounds awesome. Of course, for solo work, I might decide to go and have a little bit more of the bridge pickup involved. So let's dial in a sound there. With the tone of this instrument, I immediately want to hear a fretless version. There's something about it, it almost wants to sing even with frets on. It's just absolutely wonderful, really beautiful. But, of course, there might be times that I want to make things a little bit more colourful. So, let's scoop out mids, push the treble up, push the bass up. I'm going for both pickups on. Let's slap it. Let's go fingerstyle. I'm going to boost up those mids and pull back the low end. I chose to dig in there pretty hard to see if I could get the bass to buzz a little bit, and it is so well behaved even when I was really going for those high accent notes. As we switch back to my second cam, I think that tone is attributed to obviously the absolutely fantastic build, the great quality woods, but take a look at this really stylish high mass bridge. I really like quick release bridges. I've got a few bases and changing strings takes absolutely ages, and I don't want to mess around with getting strings through the body or through the back of a bridge. And I like this little key design here where you can slot the ball of the string in and it's straight up, no string trees to have to thread through at the headstock either, string straight on. And if you use a string winder which fits these tops perfectly, then you'll be up to pitch in no time whatsoever. Again, another thumbs up for me. Rounding off the instrument, one thing I really look for when I'm reviewing a bass is when I'm sat down, how well it behaves itself. And this one, hands-free, is moving nowhere. I'm not having to lean on the body, I'm not having to support the neck. It is perfectly balanced. Furthermore, straight out of the box, even without putting the bass on a strap, I know that it's going to balance really well. If you look, the upper horn is close to the 12th fret. If it was further over here, I immediately know that on the strap, the bass is going to start exhibiting a little bit of neck dive and pulling on my shoulder. Now, if like me, you've been playing for over 20 years on stage, you're going to know what a heavy bass feels like when you've done a 2-hour set. And I'm pretty sure that this one, weighing in at just over 4 kilos, is going to leave me feeling comfortable and ready to do another hour's worth of set afterwards, even when I've finished. Please do, as always, check out the written review that goes with this video. I'll put some more information about Overwater and their basses. I have really enjoyed playing this bass. And I know that sometimes I say that it's hard to put a bass back in a case and have to send it back from whence it came. But this one, I'm really going to struggle. And I think I'm going to put maybe a couple more hours worth of playing in before I put it back in the box and seal it ready for return. This one is definitely an instrument to look out for. And if you get a chance, I urge you to try one out. It feels super comfortable. It does not feel like a 35-inch bass. It does not feel like for example, a wide neck 5-string bass. It's going to feel really comfortable. And actually switching from 4-string or even 6-string, this one, it's no problem at all. I'm really enjoying it. So there we go then. You've been watching Bass Gear Magazine. I'm Dan Veal, and I'll see you again soon.